Not really, because if I'm not starting, I really don't feel like, I should be playing. You know what I'm saying? So rotation is really not a big factor for me. But at the end of the day, they call it, I haul it. So I just try and continue to go out there and do the best of my ability.
Broderick, don't do that. Broderick, no! Fan Morning Show brought to you by Guardian Protection, your hometown home and business security company. Broderick, I think you'd have had a lot of people make that argument for you, big guy. You can't make it yourself. I think the rotation is absolutely ridiculous. Hashtag things we say about the Pirates. I can't believe they thought that was a good idea.
I know. This is high school.
Right? I know the Ravens have done some of that this year. Really, you never see it in the NFL. And I guess their argument would be, we took 2 tackles with first-round picks, so we want them both to play. But, if you're substituting one for the other, you are always having one on the bench. It doesn't really change much of anything. I don't think Broderick can say that after the game, though. You can't have 3 penalties on a drive that could have gone 99 yards for a touchdown and then say, if I'm not starting, I shouldn't be playing. A lot of people would have come on the radio today. A lot of people would have called into the radio station today. A lot of people had said online, if he's not going to start, don't play him. But I don't think he can be the guy to say it. I think that ultimately comes off as a bad look, Dorin.
Mm-hmm. There's a caller that called Callis's early morning show whenever you're still sleeping.
Yeah.
And I was listening, and I thought you made a great point. He said that Broderick Jones is a first-round pick. He's like, and there are people out there making the excuse that, oh, well, he's getting moved around. He's getting, they're messing with his mind. He's going to play right tackle. He's going to play left tackle. The things that he did wrong yesterday, it doesn't matter. Your mind, that has nothing to do with mentality. It has nothing to do with being a young player. If he's playing left tackle, if he's playing right tackle, there is a difference, but there's not a big difference. I saw him get pushed back a lot, and whenever you're committing penalties, that has nothing to do with the coaching staff messing your mind up. That is you. That is on you. That is on you as a player, and you have too high of pedigree as a tackle, as a Georgia prospect to come in here and to commit the penalties and do the things that you were doing. And it's a shame that he has regressed this much, and I don't know where and how that happened. Last year, he plays right tackle, and he does pretty well, and it obviously revamped their offensive line at the time that they put him in. And now he looks like he doesn't even want to be involved. It is very mind-boggling to me that he went out there and he had that performance that he did, and then now it's okay, what do we do with a guy that we traded up for 2 years ago?
Right.
What do you do?
I think everything you said is 100% accurate, that you are a first-round pick, and last season, after he got in there, they ran the ball effectively. They didn't before he got in there, then after he got in there, they did run the ball effectively. He was good for them in the running game last year. He might have been great for them in the running game last year. He has absolutely regressed. When he's in, he needs to play better. There is zero argument I'm willing to entertain on that.
Right.
You need to play better. When you're committing those penalties, like you said, Dorin, it's because you're losing the battle. And so what do? You hold. So he needs to play better. And there shouldn't be excuses. That being said, they're screwing this guy up. It's so stupid that they're doing this with him. The general manager said this offseason, Broderick Jones is our left tackle of the future. And so they play him at right, and then they rotate him at right? Again, he needs to play better, but what the hell are they doing? And I know that you say that right and left aren't that different, and I think most people agree with you. The one guy who doesn't agree with you is Dan freaking Moore, who says he can't play on the right side.
But he's playing left, and he's doing well, and Broderick Jones hasn't played well enough to sit him down.
I get that too.
If you're the Steelers, you're in a situation, and we're saying that they're messing with him. It's okay, we want this guy, we want our pedigree first-round pick to be a starter, but he's not giving us anything to make him a starter. And the guy that is a starter is playing consistent and playing better than this guy. So why would we sit that guy and play the pedigree guy whenever he doesn't even show he has pedigree?
I mean, I'd like to give him more of a shot at left tackle to see if he can be a good left tackle.
I don't think it's going to look any different.
It might not, and he might be hurt too. I mean, he definitely is hurt. How much effect does that have? I'm not sure. It can't help. it can't help. And I don't think that your arm magically heals itself like your Piccolo from Dragon Ball Z if you're playing on the left side. Do you understand that reference? Probably not.
No, but I can get it.
Yeah. That guy's arm would get cut off and then it would grow back. He was a green guy.
Figured that.
Yeah, he would get hurt and then it would regenerate. Yeah. That's what it would just pop right back out. It would take some time, and then pop right back out. I don't think moving Broderick Jones from right to left means his elbow's going to heal.
No.
Like, he's going to be banged up all season. So what they should have done, if they were going to bench him, then just bench him and maybe he gets healthy. Like, do that.
Right.
Don't play him. And I'm guessing he's not going to play at all next week because his performance would dictate that you're not going to play because he played like ass. Like that's what makes this such a difficult conversation for me is I think they're doing this wrong. I think they've been doing it wrong the entire offseason. But at the same time, you are a first-round pick who was pretty good at right tackle last year. One drive, you have 3 penalties. My God, man, I want to come on here and defend you. Defend yourself. Help yourself. Help me. Help you. Because he didn't do himself any favors, and then he called it out after the game. What happened last time? A Steelers offensive lineman talked back to a coaching staff. It was Chukwuekorafo, and he got his ass benched. And by the way, did he quit on the New England Patriots?
I don't know. I think he got benched again.
He got benched again, and then they put him on the, hey, he doesn't want to be here anymore list. I think that's what they call it in the NFL.
Yep.
He don't want to be here anymore list.
Yep.
So if you're Broderick Jones, man, dude, do you want to play? Yes. So when you get a chance, play well. I don't think they put him in a position to succeed. The rotation is stupid. But you're right, Dorin. Play the game.
Play. I mean, the injury, everything, messing with his mind, that has nothing to do with, penalties. It has nothing to do with getting pushback.
If it does, you got a big issue.
Yeah.
Like, if the reason why in his own mind he struggled is because they're yo-yoing him, then that's not a player that's mentally tough enough to get this done. Like,
we saw it in the preseason.
Yeah.
Same thing. Saw it in the preseason. Like it's. I think it. And I'm not even on the wavelength of thinking that it's the injury. I don't even think the injury is that bad. If there is even an injury, like has there been? Like is he limited in practice?
Has not been.
Right. So he's
At
healthy.
least he hasn't been listed as limited.
He's not listed.
I don't think he's ever shown up on an injury report.
So I don't think that's an excuse anymore either.
He can't play this weekend.
No.
You cannot play him against the Chargers. Because what you've seen in stadium is bad.
And what they got.
Dude, I think we're in for a 9-6 game on Sunday. Not to look too far ahead, but Jim Harbaugh wants to play it that way. He wants to run the football. J.K. Dobbins has been reinvigorated. They play good defense over there. It's almost like two teams staring each other in the mirror, except you would argue, obviously, that they've got a better quarterback. But we're reacting to what's happened, not giving our premonitions on what's going to happen. 412-928-9370. Can you make heads or tails of this Broderick Jones situation? How much of this is on the Steelers? How much of this is on Broderick? I think we found the nuance in between, Dorin, that there's a little column A, a little column B. But what do you think? 412-928-9370. Give us a ring on the fan hotline. That's presented by Sullivan Super Service, providing trusted plumbing and HVAC provider for over 50 years. Best caller on this subject, Dorin, wins Sebastian Maniscalco tickets at PPG Paints Arena on September 26th.
He's funny.
Oh, he's a comedian.
Very funny.
Oh, I thought he was a singer.
You've probably seen it before. He talks about his Italian family all the time. He's like, my Italian family, we go sit down and everybody's talking. No.
I am looking at this dude right now. I just Googled him, Sebastian Maniscalco. I can't say I've ever seen him in my entire life.
You should watch one of his specials. You'd be howling.
I'm a big stand-up comedy guy. How did this guy get under my radar here?
Very good. Very good. Very funny.
All right, so best caller wins a pair of tickets to watch some stand-up comedy. Sebastian Maniscalco, PPG Paints Arena on September 26th. We should get him in here.
We should. No, for sure. He's hilarious.
When's September? 10 days from now. Yeah, we'll work on that.
All right.
Imagine if he walked up in here. Hey, man, I really enjoy your music. You're just such a wonderful trombonist.
You'd give him some content for a show.
Oh, my God. You can text us, brought to you by Egger Snyder & Associates, a personal injury law firm where they always say there's never a fee unless we get money for you. You can tweet us, brought to you by South Hills Kia in Peters Township. Visit them at southhillskia.net. I really, Dorin, did not like that Broderick Jones brought it up after the game. And I get caught in between on that, too, because when guys don't say anything, I say, why aren't you saying stuff? And then when they say something, I rip them for saying it. But that was quiet part out loud. Like, he made it sound like he got burned because they're yo-yoing him.
Right. Nah.
When you're on the field, You've got to perform. He did not perform. So give us a ring on all this.
Like, think about it. Oh, man, they're messing with me. I'm either playing left, I'm playing right. I'm switching in and out on series. Let me go hold.
Yeah, right.
No.
If anything, TJ Watt said after the game he was dead because of the altitude, that he was tired. And I think you could see that from the Steelers' defense a little bit. They didn't play as good late as they did for most of the football game, which, happened to both of my teams this weekend. And Watt he said, listen, like DeMarvin Leal was out rushing the passer late in that game. He was tired. The altitude, it's not easy. It was like 90 degrees. If anything, Broderick, you should be fresh. Like, they're going to rotate D linemen. They're going to rotate edge rushers. You never see tackles get rotated. You should be fresh.